baseball fans. I'm Benny.
Hey, I'm Gano.
Yeah, we're talking Topps Now baseball cards, the ones that are only available online for a limited amount of time on Topps.com. Yeah, what are we doing today in today's show, sir?
Today is going to be a great show. We're going to discuss, speculate on cards 369 to 373 on June 1st, 2023.
June 1st. Can you dig it? Already that much into the baseball season. So can you believe it? We're going to get card of the month soon here, sent out to us for May. I wonder who it's going to be. Can you think of any? I know I'm putting you on the spot right now, and you don't have to answer, but let's kind of speculate a little bit. What do you think the big accomplishment for May was for Topps Now baseball?
Freddie Freeman breaking the record for the Dodgers' most extra base hits in the month.
No, I think something bigger than that. What about 300 career wins, the saves? What about the save guy, Kimbrel?
Two guys did that, though, 400 this
Yeah.
month.
So what if we have a card of the month that's a dual card of the month for May for the both of those gentlemen? Because I mean that's pretty wild to be able to, an active player making those kind of numbers. I mean those are historic numbers. Those are Hall of Fame numbers, and they're putting them up every single week.
I hope Topps is listening to you. Us. I think that's a great idea.
You're awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Listen, let's get to the cards. What's first on our list today?
Today we're going to start with card 369, Josh Naylor. Cleveland Guardians posts a career high 4 hits and 6 RBI in a win. This is not his first card this year.
No, it's not.
Josh Naylor has you covered. It's so funny how they write these cards. The Guardians outfielder has a one-man show at the plate Wednesday when he had 4 hits and 6 RBIs. The highlight of the performance came in the 4th inning with a 2-run homer. The 25-year-old's 4 cracks is his new career high in a game. It's the second time for the season that Naylor has racked up 5 or more RBIs.
Oh,
nice.
Incredible. He's had a card before, you said, right?
He has had cards before. He has
just
had
recently
many cards before. This is not his first card this year. Hold on one sec, and I'm going to tell you now. Josh Naylor has got a 2000. Let's see, his 2023. Here, card 288 is printed 404. Card. These ones are 2023. There's a couple of them that have no print runs. There's one when he's on San Diego in 2019 that printed 465. And he was in the RTOD for the Indians last year and this year. He was in the postseason set for the Indians last year. He's been around. He was in the Padres RTOD in 2020. Doesn't have a lot of cards, but doesn't have a lot of print runs on the cards he does have either.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna go first since you actually read the card, and I'm gonna speculate 400 and a quarter.
I think that's brilliant. I mean, that's right in where I'm gonna go too. So 425 for you, and just because it's his second, third card, and I'm an optimist, I'm gonna go 501.
501 Blues. Or is that the G's? I don't know.
It would have been easy to go under and say, 360, but I'm an optimist, so I want to be right. I don't know that I will be right, but I want to be right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you guess according to that plan. Okay. Card 370 is you?
70, that's Ronald Acuna Jr. And that one celebrates, wow, this is kind of a big deal. He's the 4th player to have 130 or more home runs and stolen bases before age 26 years old. So he's got 130 home runs and 130 stolen bases before the age of 26 years old. 25 years old, Ronald Acuna Jr. has etched himself into the history books, the 3-time Major League Baseball All-Star. That's amazing. I didn't know he was a 3-time All-Star. Became the 4th. Well, I guess that makes sense. I thought I read MVP. I'm going to read that again. I got a little ahead of myself. The 3-time MLB All-Star, not MVP. Thank you very much. Became the 4th player in MLB history They have 130 home runs and 130 stolen bases before they turned 26 years old. Stolen base came in the seventh inning of the Atlanta Braves game against the Oakland Athletics. There you go. It's the 23rd stolen base for the season for Acuna, which ranked second in the league behind who, my friend? Behind who?
Diaz.
No, Oakland Athletics, Estuary Ruiz.
Excuse me, Ruiz.
You're close. I'll give you that. I think
Really, I
maybe.
got really close on the lettering, but I got the wrong version.
Yeah, there it is. Ronald Acuna Jr. And now, sir, let's talk.
Now, I'm checking like the archive, and it's not showing me 2023 Acuna's here with print totals. So I can only tell you that he's got 600 to 800 in past years and autograph cards and all over the place. He's got a couple of advent calendar cards or holiday cards. I mean, he's really been quite the. So he's got a 1700 print for card number 18 in 2018 was his rookie year. You want me to go first, huh? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go lucky seven. 777.
Oh, all right. Um, Gosh, I think this card. I think it's a card that is. I mean, I think the moment is important. It speaks to his ability. It speaks to his skill. It speaks to his youth. And let's face it, people like young stars because they think that they'll be able to put up those Hall of Fame numbers
Well, he
um,
is. I agree with you.
within a long career. You know, barring they stay healthy and barring any injury or anything like that. So I think with that said, I think he had a dual card this year. I don't remember what the print run was with this, but I'm going to say probably a little bit higher than you said. I'm going to say probably first place team 1103.
Nice. I mean, and I like this one better, for example, than the cards that represent like a team record. Like I like this how it compares up with four other Hall of Famers that are listed in this list. So it's not just a make believe card. He reached the threshold, but sometimes like the Josh Naylor card, they make cards for the moment. Sometimes they make it for the historical moment, and then sometimes they make up a moment. Like the next card was Freddie Freeman yesterday or the day before for having the most doubles in a. You know what I mean? It's
Freddie
interesting
Freeman.
now.
Did you just say Freddie Freeman, sir?
Card 371
Boom. That brings us to the next card. What's going on here, sir?
extends hitting streak to 20 games.
What's he
Perfect.
doing in the picture? What's he doing in the picture there? What's going on there?
About to high five?
I don't think so. What's going on? Why is it blurry? Why is somebody's head in the way?
Yeah, but the subject is crystal clear. You're
And
right.
look at it. What's his left hand doing?
You know, I
I
put
don't
his
even.
arm
What's going
down.
on with this photograph? Come on, man. I don't even get it.
You don't
What's
like
up
the
with that?
photograph.
I don't
What's up
like
with
this
this?
photograph. Would you get this autographed?
No.
Right. Sometimes, okay, well, okay. Let me tell you a little secret about me. I like cards that I would love to get autographed. That's how I buy my cards. I'm looking at a card and it looks fun, like, oh my God, this would be a great card to have autographed. This doesn't look like a great card I want to have autographed. Just I wouldn't be proud. I mean, like, yeah, there's a freaking head in the way, and I don't know what his left hand is doing. Like he's trying to like low five somebody on the other side. And I don't know. I feel like I'm coming down too hard. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
But I get you. This is exactly what I was describing. I hadn't read the card yet, so I didn't really know what it was pertaining to. But this is a card that, let me read it. Another day, another hit for Freddie Freeman. The Los Angeles Dodgers first baseman continued his hot streak at the plate Wednesday against the Nationals. In the very first inning, Freeman found his swing, cracking a one-hop single in the left field. It marked the 33-year-old's 20th straight game with a hit. The former NL MVP is currently slashing a 346 batting average.
Tremendous.
And I like Freddie Freeman. So
I
this is
love the
not a
guy. Are
knock
you
on
kidding?
Freddie Freeman.
He's
But this
from
card,
Fountain Valley. He's from Orange. I'm from Orange, went to Fountain Valley. I mean, we're like, you know, kindred spirits, so to speak, in a way. But I don't think Topps people did him any justices with that photograph. And I dig Freddie Freeman. I'm a big Dodger fan. I'm a big Freddie Freeman fan. But yeah, oops. So with that said, I think this is going to be about a 371 print run, just like the card number.
Ah. Now, I'm going to say this about this card, and mine's a little bit maybe more got of a slant. I don't think this is a card that should have been made. I don't know.
Wow.
I agree with you with the picture,
You mean
but
for the extended hitting streak of 20 games?
this is Freddie Freeman's. Freddie Freeman has card 366.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman has card 362, and now card 371. And that's a card like 3 cards within 20.
Yep.
And it should have been 1 card.
Yeah.
That's my point. This card didn't need to be made. That he went from one Dodger record to the other Dodger record. Okay, but this one, that's my point. This one was one too many. So
Ronald Acuna, 130 home runs, 130 stolen bases. Come on, let's talk. We can talk about that all day long.
Different, right? I agree. That's a historical significant thing.
Major League Baseball history, not just Dodgers. This is like just a personal, a personal streak that could end up being a historic streak. All right.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe they're telling the story on the way there. Hey, he's at 20 now. See you later. See you when he gets to 35. I don't know.
So I'm going to put my voodoo hex on this, and I guess 601 for card 362, and I guess 707 for 366. And I know I have not been guessing well compared to you, so I'm going to go under and go 303.
Wow, 371 to 303. All right, this is the card of the day for me personally. Watched a little bit of this game. Yeah, that's a mitt flying through the air with a baseball logged into it. That's just like, what is going on? So that's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. flipping his glove to the first baseman to record an unconventional out. And really, honestly, it's not the very first time I've ever seen a Major League Baseball player who's not able to get the ball out of the glove and just toss the glove, to get the out, record the out.
Let us pick your brain. How many times have you seen it?
I've seen it probably 3 times, maybe.
I only recall seeing it once. I don't recall who it was with, but I do recall seeing it once from a pitcher to the first baseman.
When I say my card of the day, I also say this. That's the one I would purchase that day. That's when when I say card of the day, that's the one I want to buy. Because you just don't get this kind of card going through the flagship Topps 1, Topps Series 2, or Topps Update. Now, if you did see this, it would be a friggin' super short print variation. And we may see that. We may see that in the Topps Update set, okay? Because Series 2 drops in like 3 days or whatever. So that's amazing. I love this card. I love this card. Let me read it up. So Vladimir Guerrero will do anything to get it out, even if that means throwing his glove. Do you get that? In a strange play during the Toronto Blue Jays game against the Milwaukee Brewers, the Brew Crew, 24-year-old fielder fielded a heater off the bat of Christian Yelich, and he can hit, no doubt about that. So instead of tossing the ball to pitcher Trevor Richards at first base for the out, he elected to flip his entire glove. While unconventional, the play worked to record the first out of the 5th inning. Notice how it doesn't say if they won the game or not. I don't know. It doesn't matter because that's not the point of this card.
Correct. And it's so funny when I listen to you sometimes. Now I want one. If you buy a 5-pack, I want one, sir. But I had no intention of wanting to like any of these cards. And as I'm going through it, I'm liking them all. I like the Acuna card. And this one, from that perspective of the variation, you're absolutely correct. That's part of the beauty of the Topps Now product is that you get different Guerrero cards throughout the year, different rookie cards for Guerrero throughout the year in his rookie year. I think that's what I really like about it. So even if you add up all the Guerrero cards from Topps Now print runs for the year, you're still going to have less printed than in any one of those open pack cards.
Yeah, I'm on eBay.
Short print.
I'm on eBay right now looking at prices for this card. I'm seeing 455 or best offer for shipping, 450, 490, 599. So that's what 3 sellers so far. You know, that mean that this card is not going to be look, you said it a minute ago, maybe 2 minutes ago, that at first you were not thinking about this card very much until you heard me speaking about it. Maybe card sellers are. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, was that the alligators?
That was the thunder yelling at the alligators.
Okay,
So
it sounded
what
like
if?
elephant.
Yeah, it was the southbound pachyderm is what that was. So the point I'm trying to make here is that maybe a lot of the sellers don't really feel like this. I mean, think of the last card that Vladimir Guerrero had before this. He
How
made
many
that funny.
listings do you see? That's what
He
the
made that
question.
funny. He made that funny. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. You know,
Correct.
he's just a big, playful, fun guy, and I just love watching him. We've seen him play here in at the Grapefruit League here in Dunedin, I think. Anyway, long story short, love the card, love the moment, and the last 2 Guerrero cards have been very interesting, and I can't wait to see what the next one says. And I will buy a 5-pack of this, by the way.
How many sellers are there on eBay for this card
3,
right now?
3 right
Only
now, sir.
three.
Only 3. That's mild because you know what? Let me look at the Acuna. All right, let me look at the Acuna. You know
Correct.
what's
That was what I was going to
interesting?
ask you. Compare that to card number 370.
370. Yeah. Isn't this funny how we do this online, live? So we
Well,
got 1 Acuna, 2 Acuna, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 of them. All right. So that's double what I'm seeing for the Vladimir Guerrero.
and it makes sense. Acuna's in the line for the MVP. He's on a first place
Yes.
team.
Yes.
Guerrero's struggling a little bit with a struggling team.
I'm
This will
looking at Freddie
probably,
Freeman now. Freddie
well,
Freeman's probably a better bet
I'm going to say
because
the Guerrero is going to print lower than the Acuna, right? So I think the comparisons are relevant. And I think the Guerrero is going to print lower, even with the
5.
uniqueness of the picture. But I think if people listen to our stream, they're going to find your statement very convincing, and the print run will go up. So I'm not going to guess with that in mind. So whatever. But your thoughts on this are sound. There's no reason this card should print high.
585 for me here.
585. I really like that guess. It's a non-factual. It's an emotional, and I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 451.
All right. Good guess. Good guess. All right. You can take it away with the last card, sir. There you are. Card 373 is all you. Are you there? Did you bail? He bailed. Nope, maybe he didn't bail. But we can't hear you, sir. So
The 26-year-old proved that the
wait a
Wednesday.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nobody heard you say anything. Can you start over?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sir. That was weird.
I'll say that
No,
again.
because
Sure.
these folks, they have no idea what we go through to get online sometimes to hear you.
It's
And
a
and
labor of love.
and you know what? I might go back and listen to the show this time just for that in between the Vladimir Guerrero and the Rafael Devers card, only because I think you cut out. Now maybe you didn't cut out, and I'm only perceiving that you cut out, and you're really not. So I'll find that out after the fact. But go ahead,
It's
take it
like
away, sir.
it's
I
like the
apologize.
fifth dimension. I appreciate that.
It's worse.
Dimension
It's the
five.
Twilight Zone, maybe. It's what's the other show? It's the Twilight Zone and the Outer Limits.
Yeah. Oh, it's the finer thread of Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Rafael Devers has wasted no time making his mark on MLB since debuting in 2017. The 26-year-old proved that on Wednesday, becoming the fifth fastest player in league history to hit 200 doubles and 150 home runs,
Oh,
trailing only Chuck Klein, never heard of him. Albert Pujols, heard of him. Hank Greenberg, heard of him. And
Right?
Todd Helton, heard of him too. The two-time MLB All-Star reached this mark after hitting an RBI double in the bottom of the third inning against the Reds. Talk to me, Vinny.
Boy, I'll
All of
tell
those are
you,
Hall of Famers except for Chuck Klein, possibly because I don't know who Chuck Klein is.
he's right. He's 26 years old. I think he played for Cincinnati for a while.
I would have
Maybe
guessed Pittsburgh. Okay.
I
I
don't
don't
even
know.
know. I no, he's probably maybe he didn't. Maybe it's just okay. I got Wikipedia open. He played for the Boston Red Sox from 2017 till now. Apparently, they like him there because he doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So he's a two-time All-Star. We're World Series champion, All MLB second team, and he's got the Silver Slugger Award. Now, got 152 home runs, and he's got 499 runs batted in. That's amazing. Is that a new club too? 500 runs batted in.
500 batted in. What do you mean?
Well, is 500 RBIs a big deal? I mean, we're talking about fifth fastest. No, I don't want to break it down that much. I probably am going down the rabbit hole too hard here. So let's talk about Rafael Devers' accomplishment here today. Fifth fastest to reach 200 doubles and 150 home runs. Wow, that's amazing. What do you think?
Potential Hall of Famer or not?
I think he is.
Me too.
I think he is. I really think so. I think he's got a good chance to it. I mean, like I said, he's been on the team since 2017. And what are Rafael Devers' rookie cards going for? That was immediately what I thought about when you read the back of that card. I was like, holy smokes, this kid's headed to the Hall of Fame. I thought to myself when you read that. And I thought, well, if that is the case, if he is going to the Hall of Fame, I better make sure that I have a couple of his rookies.
Tops down ones. I don't know what they look like, even the pack pulled stuff, but I will tell you that through the years in Tops now, he's had a couple of cards with Ted Williams and those Hall of Famer comparisons. With Devers having favorable comparisons to these guys. So those cards are cards I like. I like those kind of Lou Gehrig in comparison, or Ricky Henderson comparison, or Nolan Ryan comparisons that they do with some of the pitchers. So to me, Devers is on the right track. I think this guy's got some really low printed cards early on in Tops now. Less than 200, a couple of them.
Oh
Look out
wow!
for those
I'm
guys.
looking at a call up for Rafael Devers from 2017 tops now. Only 943 made. Okay, and it's going for $2,500. It's a 10, and it's number. I hope I can see the picture. Number 477. Card number 477. Wow, call up card. That's a good bit of money, son. Woo.
Yeah, and I can tell you the Tops Now universe, like I said, there's some shorter printed Devers cards that are going to become those that are coveted quite quickly. Let's give a guess here. I'm going to go with. I'm going to kid myself and make it 700.
Wow, really? Gosh, I'm looking at probably 495.
To look him up by print runs, I think would be interesting in the Tops Now universe. But again, I just think he's got some special, hard to find cards. This guy, because for whatever reason, he came in with Bellinger and Judge and was somewhat below radar,
Overshadowed.
overshadowed. There you go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Overlooked, overshadowed, below the radar. Either way, over and under, he's doing pretty dang good for himself right about now.
Yeah, he signed a big deal just like Acuna did, and I see good things for him. So we got day baseball, right?
I've been watching.
I haven't had a chance to watch. I've had a busy day so far, but it looks like the Padres crushed Miami. That game's final. It looks like the Mets are winning at home in the top of the ninth against Philadelphia.
Yep, Scherzer was pitching today.
Good to know. Toronto won at home. Interesting, interesting. And then the Angels are later.
And then Colorado, it's in the top of the first at Arizona. And Arizona's on, I think, a 3-game win streak, and the Dodgers are on a losing. So, I mean, they could tie the Dodgers or take first place if they get a win today. So, we should be paying attention to the Dodgers because you know what, the Dodgers are off today, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, they got a day off. God, they needed it too because they've been on a road trip from hell. They've been
Well,
working their asses off.
I want to mention the kid on Arizona that I think is making that clock work so well. The guy in the outfield, Carroll.
Oh yeah, Corbin Carroll, buddy.
I don't
Woo.
know if you've been paying attention, but the dude's doing some good stuff.
They're doing amazing things. Oh, and you know what? I got to tell you, something happened the other day over in Oakland, and I didn't see it on a Tops Now card, and I was really disappointed. Let me see. It was a couple days ago. It wasn't June 1st. That's today's date. Let me see if I can go to a previous day here. It was in the month of May. I want to say it was either May 30th or May 20th. Oakland A's, and it was against the Atlanta Braves. Okay, here we go. Fujinami got the win against the Braves. Okay, that was a big deal. Won 2-1. I mean, that's just incredible. Was also another player. Let me see if Monday's game. Yeah, this is a guy. Here he is. Here is his name. He won against the Mike Soroka because Mike Soroka is back finally from surgery. He's been off for like a year and a half, whatever. You know, Mike Soroka plays for the Atlanta Braves. Well, anyway,
Right.
there's a pitcher, and I don't know how to pronounce his name. But he got his first start. Well, he's played 5 games, okay, but he won his first game, and it was his first start, I think, and he won it against Atlanta, and his name is Lucas. I can't say this. I don't know. He's from San Jose, California, born in 1995, so he's like almost 28 years old, right? But he finally got his win. Louis Stepachan Erceg, Erceg, did not get a card. Probably could have got a card that day. But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how this guy develops because he got a big confidence boost in Oakland against Atlanta. They won that series against Atlanta 2-3. I'm telling you, something special is going on in Oakland. Maybe not for this year, like to be a big winner, but next year, look out.
Well, we'll see.
All right. So listen,
All right.
I'm Vinny, and I'm always talking baseball.
Hey, I'm Dano. We're talking baseball here all the time. We're talking Topps cards on demand all the time. Stay blessed.